All right, let's look at now a supply and demand. Everything is going good. Everybody's buying their lemonade for about 50 cents until all of a sudden there's a heat wave. Things get hot. So hot that people want to buy a lot more lemonade than they were before. All right, the demand for the taste and preferences fundamentally shift such that our new demand curve is going to look something like this. This is a new demand curve. The question then is, what happens to the price and quantity when the demand curve shifts? Well, here what you'll see is based on this new demand curve that the price is going to go up. And the quantity will also go up. So we're going to go to that point in our new demand curve and our old supply curve where price goes up and quantity goes up. And so this is helpful to understand. If we can look at what happens when just one curve shifts, we can predict what's going to happen to the number of items sold and to the price of items. This is very helpful for businesses to understand what might happen in the future to the price of their product and the number of product that they're going to sell. So if it gets hot, people might buy a lot more lemonade and have because of taste and preferences. Well, let's look to see what happens. Let's look at a different scenario now. What happens when the price of lemons increases dramatically? Well, there we see a shift in the supply curve. So the supply curve is going to shift left. Well, that's also going to cause the price to go up, just like it did before. But in this case, the new quantity will go down. So that's going to cause a shift in the supply curve when the price of lemons increases. That's going to increase the price, but it's also going to decrease the quantity. So many times we don't know exactly what shifted, demand or supply, but we see a price went up. Well, we can identify if that was the supply or demand by simply looking at the resulting quantity. If the quantity goes down, then that's a shift in the supply curve. If the quantity goes up, that's a shift in the demand curve.